So hopefully, are we back with you? We think we're back in the rooms at the
Um,
public rooms. We think we don't know what it is. Even the banner at the bottom is freezing, Joyce says as well. We'll give it a try. If not, we might have to postpone the evening show till tomorrow. Fingers crossed that won't happen though. But let us know what's happening in the chat, guys, so we can no, because obviously we see each other as normal, but it's because it goes through different software to get to you guys and then splitting between Facebook and YouTube. It we don't see the same things you do.
The banner's stopping. It is stopping. Yeah, the banner.
It is still freezing.
Yeah.
How's it for you guys on Facebook? On YouTube. Let me know on YouTube how it's looking. I'll try and get mine set up again as well. Sounds great, just the picture. So it's just the picture it's having problems with. We're still jumpy on Facebook.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. I've been like that ever since somebody jumped out on me.
Well, I think what we could do then is we could, if it's not so much the picture, it's just the if the sound's okay. If it's just the picture, we could do our quiz, and then we could finish after the quiz, and then come back with you tomorrow.
Are you back? I had. Are
we live?
Yes, we're live, but we're still having a lot of issues. People are saying it's still very jumpy, still freezing. So my suggestion would be that we do the quiz because the sound's normal. It's just the picture's normal.
Okay.
And then we come back tomorrow night, and we'll get Ian to do us a night tomorrow night.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Yeah.
You mean I've dirtied a shirt for nothing? I can't believe the last time I put a shirt on.
We're 2 nights on the trot.
Be great, wouldn't it? Great.
So we're sorry about that, guys. So we'll do the best that we can. As we've heard, apparently the sound is fine. It's just the picture that's jumping. So we're going to have our quiz. Now, we've got a music quiz tonight. There's 24 questions in total.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all questions. There's no music. But we've got 8 questions on music from the 60s, 8 questions from music from the 70s.
Can I just get the dog in? Just got to get the dog in.
And 8 questions from the 1980s. Okay, so there should be. I think the 60s and 80s were two of the greatest decades of music.
Wasn't there?
Huh?
Wasn't there?
You were there for the 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't there for the 60s. Cheeky. No. Thank you very much.
You look like you was, though.
I feel like I was. So we'll just wait for Ian to get back. Yeah, so we'll postpone Ian's show till tomorrow night. That's definitely worth waiting for. I enjoyed it so much, the last show we did, it was so funny. He's such a funny guy, isn't he? Just naturally funny. Well, no, he's back. You ready now, love?
And that was it. I'll tell you what, that cream's worked wonders. I thought I'll just have a quick check while I'm off.
So I was saying we've got 24 questions in total.
Lovely.
8 questions on the 60s music, 8 questions on 70s music, and 8 questions on 80s music.
I don't know if I'll be able to type in because I've had to plug that camera, that other camera, I've had to plug into the keyboard, and then I've had to put the keyboard over there because the wire wasn't long enough.
Now, people are saying that apparently, Ian, you're the one that keeps freezing the most.
Oh.
Although people can't tell because Dave Eltringham's actually said, Chippy Dave said, Ian's face is still freezing, or is that his natural look?
Shall I try and switch over to my home internet?
You can give it a try if you want.
I'll try that. Okay.
We might lose you again.
You won't.
Sorry, bear with me a second. So the kids
are... Am I still here?
You're still there.
Oh, good. Okay.
Still there.
So I've come off my my mobile thing now, but normally the mobile's better out here.
It's weird, isn't it? Sometimes, if we have a dip in EE or something like that. And...
Last Sunday, was it? Yeah, last Sunday, I was trying to record some vocals on a program I've got.
Yeah.
On the Pro Tools, and it kept freezing for 1 second every 4 seconds. So the audio was fine, it recorded fine, but every time I tried to change something on the screen or change one of the plugins or the settings or start or stop, I had to wait and then okay, and then you got 4 seconds, what's it? And then it was so frustrating all day, and I couldn't work out what it was. And Gary,
oh, he's gone. And then there was just me. You went again.
On the hard drive, yeah. I don't think it's me. I don't.
No, I think there's just a problem everywhere, to be honest.
But anyway, it solved itself the next day. it was fine. And what it was something to do with the internet. The program obviously it checks it authorises the program via the internet,
Yeah.
and it was to do with that or something. But it was fine the next day, and it's been fine ever since.
Craziness. Well, hopefully we'll be back to normal for tomorrow night. But
I'm going to try nylon pants tomorrow. See if that makes any difference.
that might help.
I've got these
I'm
nylon
back.
pants.
I'm back.
What's it? Your picture's gone.
I know, but Jem's got to start my video.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah. I'm going to have to keep nipping back and forth because
That's all right.
Joanna's just popped out and the kids are ready for throttling each other.
You should be able to set it now, Thomas.
Right.
There you
Should we
go.
crack on then?
Let's do it. So, 20 questions, all on music from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Starting with the 60s, first of all, question number 1. Recorded in 1968 and released initially in 1970, what was the title of Python Lee Jackson's single?
Oh.
Don't know.
I know the tune. I can sing it to you.
Go on then.
Do you want? Yeah, shall I?
Yeah,
Shall I?
you might give it away.
Every day I spend my time drinking wine, feeling fine. Can understand. Yes, I am.
Is it I'm a man?
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
In about 5 questions, they'll go, oh, go back. Look at the concentration on that face.
Oh, I've got it.
Was that his concentration face?
Hold on.
Correct.
Yep.
Well,
No, I didn't.
I'll give you that. There's a couple of words, but I'll give you that.
You know it was, don't you? You know Python Lee Jackson, don't you? I'll tell you when we come to the answers.
Okay. Question number 2. What was the name of the park that the Small Faces sang about in 1967?
Oh,
I spelled it wrong, but yeah.
yeah.
Question number 3.
It was covered by M people as well, that song was.
Was it? As it
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was.
Number 3. Who sang the 1969 number 1 Something in the Air?
Something in the air.
Oh, yes.
I can't think how it goes. How's it go?
I've no idea. I can give you a
Hang
clue.
on.
I'll give
How's
you
it go,
a clue
Thomas?
that the answer is almost in the question.
Something in the air. I don't know. Don't know that one. Don't know it.
Cryptic. No. Now, them were 70s, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was all out of love.
The answer was almost in the question.
Yeah.
And it.
Who sang the 1969 number 1 Something in the Air? The first part of this, I would imagine it's a band's name, is something you would find in the air. That's trying to help you out there.
Knits.
Air, not hair.
Oh. Okay.
No. Good
No?
try though.
Oh. It's not what's it, is it?
No.
No.
I might have thrown you off a bit on that one. I was trying to help. Number 4. Complete the title of this 1968 hit for the Foundations. Build Me Up. Yes, I thought you'd both get that one. Number 5. Who was the lead singer on the Monkees' hit Daydream Believer?
Oh.
Correct.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Number 6. What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong was a hit in which year? Was it A, 67, B, 68, or C, 69?
Don't know.
Thomas is correct.
Oh, okay.
I love when Thomas gets an answer right because he does this. Tries
Don't
he
do that
tries to
often.
look like he's not impressed, but he's like that. Question number 7.
Like Genghis Khan.
Penny Lane by the Beatles refers to a real person. True or false?
Yeah.
Both
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
And number 8, last one on the 60s. Tired of Waiting for You was a hit by which group? Incorrect.
Oh, is it not?
You can have a guess, Thomas.
I ain't got a clue, mate.
Really? I'm surprised at that.
I think, by the sounds of it, it's probably going to be like a Motown.
No.
You know the song, don't you?
Dave, you know the song.
I know it.
Shall I sing it?
Yeah.
So tired, tired of waiting for you.
Ah. Yeah.
It worries me when you have to wait for me to get to the last little bit before you guess the tune.
You can have a guess.
So tired. Oh, it wasn't the
Look at that.
No.
Was it mine now?
No.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. I actually thought Thomas, this was yours, but no. Okay. And finally, moving on now to the 70s. Question number 9. Bridge Over Troubled Water was the title of the final album from which musical duo?
No, yeah, hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah. Correct. Question number 10. Which single knocked the aforementioned Bridge Over Troubled Water single off the top of the UK charts? Was it A, All Kinds of Everything by Dana, B, Baby Jump by Mungo Jerry, or C, Vincent by Don McLean?
Say it again because you went halfway through that, sorry.
Sorry. Which single knocked the aforementioned Bridge Over Troubled Water single off the top of the UK charts? Was it A, All Kinds of Everything by Dana, B, Baby Jump by Mungo Jerry, or C, Vincent by Don McLean? Ian is correct. Question number 11. Which group topped the UK chart in 1972 with Metal Guru?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
I'm really impressed how fast you typed, Thomas. I think you actually typed that in before I'd finished saying it, and you're correct. Question. Now this actually came up the other day. Let's see if we can remember. Which duo had a UK? Oh, can't speak. Which duo had a UK hit with "Tie a Yellow Ribbon Round the Old Oak Tree" in 1973?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be.
I read your answer, Thomas, as something completely different then. But yes, you're both correct. Question number 13. In which year did Davy Jones announce he was leaving the Monkees? Was it in 71, 73, or 75? Both of you are incorrect. Question number 14. In which year did Rush release their debut album, Bob Dylan toured for the first time since 1966, and Mick Taylor left the Rolling Stones? No choices. Both of you have the same answer.
Funny that, yeah.
Both of you are incorrect.
Oh, are we?
Question number 15. Chuck Berry's only UK number 1 begins, "When I was a little bitty boy, my grandmother bought me a cute little toy." What was its title? Ian is correct. Question number 16. Every Picture Tells a Story was the title of an album released by which artist in 1971?
Oh, don't know. Don't know. Every picture tells a story.
Incorrect.
71.
What's happened to Google tonight, Thomas? You can have a
Don't
guess.
know. Don't know. Honestly, don't know.
Okay. So moving on to our final 8 questions, moving on to the 1980s. So question number 17. Which group had a UK number 1 single in 1980 with a cover of the Four Seasons track, "Working My Way Back to You"?
No.
No.
That surprises me. I thought you'd get that one. No?
I think I'm. Was it that type of group?
No. Don't think so.
I know
Not
it was.
how I think of them.
I know it was 80s, but was it that?
No. No. Okay, question number 18. Which group
Hang on
released?
a minute. What was the question again?
Which group had a UK #1 single in 1980 with a cover of the Four Seasons track "Working My Way Back to You"?
Oh,
Correct.
yeah,
I was gonna say I thought you'd get that.
yeah.
Question 18. Which group released "We Build This City" in 1985?
Oh no. I know the song.
It was a #1 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah. But they changed it instead of rock and roll. They changed it to sausage roll. It was the Christmas #1. We built this city on sausage rolls. But not their version, obviously. You have any guess or?
No.
No. Okay. That surprises me again. Question number 19. Scottish brothers Jim and William Reid were founding members of which alternative rock band? Incorrect.
Oh,
That's
Scottish
why-
Brothers. What? What's the name? What's the names again?
Jim and William Reid were founding members of which alternative rock band?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Nope. Incorrect.
Oh, is it not? Oh, that's what I was. That's what I was thinking of.
I've got a bit. I've never heard of this band, but that doesn't mean anything.
No, that's what I was thinking of.
Question 20. Face Value was a 1981 album for which former member of the band Genesis? Ian is correct. Question number 21. Excuse me. Bridge of Spies was the title of which British group's pop debut album? Was it T'Pau, China Crisis, or Johnny Hates Jazz? Both of you are correct. Question 22. In which year did Culture Club have a UK #1 single with Comma Chameleon?
I think I'm going to be 1 year out with this. I think it's that one.
Thomas' second answer is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question 23. Which 1988 Michael Jackson hit begins, "I'm going to make a change for once in my life"?
Again. You've gone again.
Have I? No, I was waiting for you
No.
to
Oh, so
was
you're
waiting for you.
back again.
I think it's you, Ian.
Is it?
You're freezing. Yeah.
Oh no.
Did you type an answer in? Oh, yeah, your answer's just literally only just come in, and you're both correct.
Mm.
Okay. And our final question, question number 24. Torch, Hello Big Man, Spoiled Girl, and Coming Around Again were 1980 studio albums from which American artist?
Oh, goodness sake! What's her name?
I couldn't tell if he was thinking that or frozen. You gonna have a guess?
No, I know. I know it is, but I can't think of a name, and it's not. If I tell you that if I tell you that she had a hit with that song,
I can't say yes or no because I can't reveal if it's a man or a woman.
oh,
There, I'm going to leave you hanging now because that's the last question. Is whether you're going to be kicking
Yeah.
yourself all the way through.
Guys, I'm going to sign off because the kids are. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. And we'll see.
We'll see you. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll get the internet sorted.
Okay.
I'll write a letter to the internet man. We'll get it sorted.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do some answers then. So question number 1. Recorded in 1968 and released initially in 1970, what was the title of Python Lee's Jackson single?
In a
got-
broken dream, was it?
In a Broken Dream, correct.
You know it was, don't you?
No.
Rod Stewart.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Every day I spend my time drinking wine, feeling fine. I'm sure it was. Yeah.
Question 2. What was the name of the park that the Small Faces sang about in 67?
Ichigo.
Ichiku Park. Number 3. Who sang the 1969 number 1 Something in the Air? I did try to help, but I might not have helped.
Yeah, I didn't know this one.
Thunderclap Newman.
Thunderclap Newman. Yeah, okay.
That's why I was trying to help with the thunderclap in the air.
Yeah.
But it didn't work. Number 4. Complete the title of this 1968 hit for the Foundations. Build Me Up.
Buttercup.
Buttercup.
Build me a buttercup, baby. It's a great song, isn't it, that?
It's a good song. Number 5. Who was the lead singer of the Monkees' hit Daydream Believer?
Davy Jones.
It was Davy Jones. Number 6. What a Wonderful World with Louis Armstrong was a hit in which year?
Oh, we got this wrong, didn't we?
I can't remember. It was 1967. Right answer. Number 7. Penny Lane by the Beatles refers to a real person. True or false?
False, it's a place, isn't it?
False. It is a street, not a person. Number 8. Tired of Waiting for You was a hit by which group?
Oh, you know, I couldn't get. I said the Tremolos, but it wasn't the Tremolos, no.
The Kinks.
Oh, okay. King. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have got that.
Number 9. Bridge Over Troubled Water was the title of the final album from which musical duo?
Simon and Garfunkel.
Simon and Garfunkel. Number 10. Which single knocked the aforementioned Bridge Over Troubled Water single off the top of the UK charts? It was All Kinds.
That's what I put, yeah.
Everything
Remind me of you.
That's another one, French and Saunders. Did you ever see French and Saunders do that one?
No.
Or like shamrocks and chicken pox. It's really funny.
No, I didn't.
Number 11. Which group topped the UK chart in 72 with Metal Guru?
I've just, you know, the one that I couldn't think of. I've just got the answer, but I won't tell you. I'll wait till we get to the answer and I'll tell you what it was. Yeah, okay. Metal Guru was T-Rex. Mark Bolan, T-Rex.
Which duo had a UK hit with Tie a Yellow Ribbon Round the Old Oak Tree in 1973 on the day I was born?
It was Dawn featuring Tony Orlando, or Tony Orlando featuring Dawn. I'm going to write this name down before I forget it.
Okay. Number 13. In which year did Davy Jones announce he was leaving the Monkees?
Well, we got this wrong, didn't we?
Yes, it was 1971.
I didn't think it was that early, you know. Did he go and? I think he went. Did he go and do his own stuff? Did he? I know. Did he try some acting and some?
He was the English one, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
The others were all American. He was the only English one. Number 14. In which year did Rush release their debut album? Bob Dylan toured for the first time since '66, and Mick Taylor left the Rolling Stones.
I don't know. They put 74.
No, you put 76, but it was 74. Number 15. Chuck Berry's only UK number 1 begins. When I was a little bitty boy, my grandmother brought me a cute little toy. What was its title?
My Dingaling.
So that's another song you won't be able to release nowadays, isn't it? No way would that happen.
My Dingaling.
Number 16. Every Picture Tells a Story was the title of an album released by which artist in 71?
Every picture tells us. Did I get this right?
No, you got this wrong. But you have mentioned his name this evening during this.
Have I?
Yes. It was Mr. Rod Stewart.
Was it? Every picture tells a story of Rod Stewart. Okay, so.
17. Which UK group had a hit in 1980 with the cover of the Four Seasons track "Working My Way Back to You, Babe"?
Yeah, what's he got this? Thomas got this, didn't he? What did you say? Detroit Spinners?
The Detroit Spinners.
I've been working my way back.
18. Now, I'm surprised Thomas didn't get this one because he's really good on his 80s stuff. Which group released We Built This City in 1985?
I don't know.
Starship.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
19. Scottish. Now, I've never heard of this band, I've got to be honest. Scottish brothers Jim and William Reid were founding members of which alternative rock band? The Jesus and Mary Chain.
Oh yeah, I have, yeah.
No, never heard of them.
Yeah.
I actually was going to say the Jesus and Mary Chain, but it's not. It's the Jesus and Mary Chain, isn't it? I think. 20. Face Value was a 1981 album for which former member of the band Genesis?
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins. You got that one. He went for Peter Gabriel.
Yeah.
Got to be one of the two. 21. Bridge of Spies was the title of which British pop's group debut album?
To Pow.
Pow. They're from my neck of the woods, from Telford.
I thought she was from Leicester.
No.
Or
Actually, she's more Shrewsbury, the rest of the... Shrewsbury.
That's right, she is. Yeah, you're right. That's right, she is.
The rest of the band.
Shrewsbury, that's right.
But she said bad things about Telford and Shropshire, so we don't...
I can't believe it.
Question 22. In which year did Culture Club have a UK #1 singer with Comma Chameleon?
76.
Well, as soon as we're doing the 80s music.
Oh, 84. I don't know. Where am I?
23. Which 1988 Michael Jackson hit?
Sorry, what was the answer? Sorry.
1983.
Oh, 83. Okay.
83. Which 1988 Michael Jackson hit begins? I'm going to make a change for once in my life.
In my life. Man in the mirror.
Mirror. Yeah.
You know, it's a great song as well. It's a lovely, lovely song, that is.
And finally, question 24. Torch, Hello Big Man, Spoiled Girl, and Coming Around Again were 1980 studio albums from which American artist, Ian?
Carly Simon.
Carly Simon, correct.
I kept thinking Judy Zook, and I thought, it's not Judy Zook. It's not Judy Zook.
No, but I can when you put Nobody Does It Better in, which is obviously...
Nobody does it better.
Yes or no, because she kept saying she.
But she did, didn't she? She did.
She
yeah.
did.
Makes me feel sad for the rest. That was from, what's it, wasn't it? Wasn't that from Octopussy? It was one of the James Bond themes, wasn't it?
Okay, well, now we've got... for people on YouTube, we have got someone on now that started to write some naughty things, so we apologise for that. And we will get them knocked off. That's not a problem.
Oh, no.
Yes. So we're going to leave it for tonight. As it's not because Dave spoiled the night, but not at all.
That's some funny nights. Funny old night tonight, isn't it? Really.
I know. Funny old night.
What's it? I'm going to do a hard restart.
I think we all are. I think we all are.
Well, I'm sorry about that, everybody, because what's it? I mean, there was an extra 4 people who tuned in to watch me sing.
Well, no, they're all going to tune in tomorrow. But we need to see if you're still there and everything's okay. We need to let you know what your scores are out of 24. Dean Walters has got 8.
8. I'd have done quite well, I think, on that. I think I'd have probably got half, perhaps just over half.
No, you did well.
Yeah.
Well, Howard's got 11.
I like my music. Music's great, isn't it?
Lynn and Jane 14. They're our leaders so far. Shan Nixon 7. What I like about this is how honest people are. Because you could just say, I got 24.
But they know. Look, we've seen the calibre of these people. They know we wouldn't believe them.
Number 7, Andrew Kitchen's heartbroken. Sorry, Andrew, but we will be back tomorrow night as normal. And Ian will be taking over the night once again tomorrow night.
And you know what I'm going to do as well? If there's any songs that I don't normally sing, but perhaps I might be able to get it. See if I can get the lyrics up, and we could have a go. Yep. You could join me as well, Jim. We'll have a go. See what we can knock out, eh?
No problem.
Nicola Howard's got 11. That's good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Dorr 10. Stephen Walters 15.
He's in the lead so far. Now D. Walters put 28. Now I've said that.
Yeah, don't think so, Dean.
Oh, Tony Bruff and Veronica Howell. Ronnie.
He likes his music. He does. He likes his music, Tony.
Tony Bruff.
Tony does, yeah.
Ronnie's got 16 as well.
When's it Tom Jones's birthday?
I did. I saw a telly about that.
Is that tomorrow? Sure. Is it tomorrow?
I'm not sure actually. Oh, Tom. So can anybody beat 16? Tony Bruff and Ronnie are our 2 leaders for that one at the moment.
Well done, Ronnie.
Yes. Oh, I forgot about that, Steph. We'll do that tomorrow night. The kids quiz. I forgot to set a kids quiz, didn't I? Yes, so tomorrow night.
Don't start doing things like that for kids. They want it all the time. I've told you. Eh?
Well, it saves me able to do some party dances. They kill me. Oh. Yes, no, that's a great idea, Steph. We'll do a kids quiz tomorrow night. So I think we've got our winners, Tony Bruff and Veronica Howells. It feels weird calling Ronnie Veronica Howells, doesn't it?
We've always known her as Ronnie, haven't we? It is strange, yeah.
Oh, there you go, Dean. So it's your birthday on Sunday. So if there's a song that you want Ian to sing tomorrow night for you.
Oh, don't start him off.
You know what song he's going to get you to sing?
What?
We'd have to learn and sing Pink and Moon tomorrow night.
That reminds me of the Ollie Spencer used to do a joke years ago about when you were a kid, and to stop you losing your mittens, they used to like sew elastic, and the elastic used to go like up your sleeve, across your shoulders and whatnot. And he always used to do it. Yeah, that's it. He used to do a joke when you make drum joke.
Funny enough, me and Thomas were talking about that the other night. We had that conversation on here about that the other night.
Funny. You know what I saw, and I thought I'd forgotten about that. Somebody had put, did anybody ever have one of these? And it was an old, I think it was a VHS top loading video cassette player. You used to put the video cassette in and then press it down.
Yeah.
And you got the buttons on the front.
Yeah.
And then there was a little panel on the top on the right hand. Can you remember what the panel was for? Because I'd forgotten about this.
Isn't that where the controls were? No, or the remote control that was attached by a piece of wire.
No.
No.
No, I'd forgotten all about it. On the front, on the right hand side, you've got your presets like BBC One, BBC Two, BBC Three, and then you got a little flap, and you'd press number one, and then pick the flap up, and there. On number one, there'd be like a little thumb thing that you used to turn it round until they tuned it in.
No.
And I thought I'd forgotten all about that. Yeah, it was like a little thumb wheel, and as you went like that, it was like a screw. And it used to like pull the thing up, and then you were getting close, and you'd see the picture start to come, and then you'd have to like sort of a little bit more, yeah, there, back a bit. That's it. Yeah, and that's how you used to tune your presets in.
Oh my God, that's weird.
Funny, isn't it?
Very strange. Well, sadly, ladies and gentlemen, we've got our two winners. So congratulations, Ronnie and Tony.
Well done, both. Well done.
Right, we'll be coming out very, very shortly. Oh, and as well, for all the kids that have joined in for everything as well, they finally arrived.
Have they? Oh, what's that?
We've got our very own I'm in Isolation with CBTV badges.
The trouble is, now the badges have come, we've come out of isolation.
It feels like it's taken that long. Hayley said she remembers them VHS players. She used to put toast in them as a kid.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
I think we all did that.
Yeah. It was the tuning that I'd forgotten. I remember the player, but I thought, well, what was that little flap for there? When I looked, I thought, I can't believe, yeah, you used to tune it. You used to have to tune it in with your thumb.
I remember remote controls on wires.
Yes, yeah.
That used
Yeah, I remember that.
to that. Very strange.
I remember that. I remember a friend of mine, he had the first Betamax thing, and we went round his house to watch a film, and it was all green. And I said, "You must see it looks green." And he said, "Oh, that's not the thing. That's a telly."
Do you know? I remember me and Simon as kids. My brother.
Yeah.
So I've got 3 elder brothers, and Simon's what I call my youngest brother, even though he's older than me. It was Saturday morning, and we got a VHS for the first time. So we put it on. I think it was Mary Poppins. And we watched Mary Poppins, and we were so excited, but we didn't know what to do. And it came to the end of Mary Poppins. The titles had happened, and we were like, "What do we do now?" Then all of a sudden, something started to happen on the TV, and all these flashing lights started to appear. And the two of us got really, really scared. We thought that aliens had taken over the TV, but no, it was something we'd never seen before. A trailer.
Oh yeah.
For the
Yeah, I suppose so.
But we hadn't seen, so because all these neon lights came on, honestly, the two of us frightened. Mom, Dad, the aliens are on the telly.
Oh, how strange, isn't it? How
Right.
strange.
Absolutely frightened us to death.
Oh, bless.
Yeah.
My nan used to say, "Can you go and turn my telly on to get it warmed up because Coronation Street will be on in a minute."
Yeah.
You used to have to go. What's it? She got one of these where you had to open the doors to the side, like a Decker thing, I think it was. Open the doors, put it down to the side, and then switch it on. And it used to take like a few minutes to warm up.
I remember as well, this would have been early 80s, that the video had arrived on the street. The street had got the video, and you all had to write your name down who was going to get it. And it was a pirate copy of E.T.
Oh, bless.
Hey, we've got it tomorrow. We've got it tomorrow. We've got it tomorrow. So excited. Oh, isn't that
E.T. Blooming heck, E.T.
Valve TVs as well, yeah. Oof. We're going back now. Well, I say it's a shame that it's been a bit jumpy tonight, but hopefully tomorrow it's going to be perfect. It's going to be perfect, and you're going to sing us all some lovely, lovely songs.
It was what's it as well. Well, yeah, I hope so because I felt a bit what's it today, and I thought, oh, I hope I haven't got a bit of a chest coming, like today and whatnot. But I'm all right. I'm okay. So we'll see anyway. If not, we'll do another quiz.
It's going to be me quizmaster again tomorrow, isn't it?
Well, I am. Yeah, I am sorry about that because. But it is. I mean, I can see it's still freezing. It's still the thing keeps.
No, it's a weird
It's
one.
a shame, really. But let's hope it's just one of those nights where perhaps they're doing some work or something on an antenna, and then tomorrow it'll all be back to normal. And it'll be great.
So, thank you for joining us. Sorry we have to cut things short. But
Yeah, sorry.
we'll see you all tomorrow night from 7 o'clock.
Okay. Thank you all. Thank you.
See you
Good night.
tomorrow. Good
Good night.
night. Good night.